That shit kicks you back pretty good, huh? Doesn't that kick you back? That's funny. All right, we're gonna go look at the Charger EV. See what all the fuss is about. The future of Dodge right here. How do I get out? Oh, the other way. Has anyone looked at it yet?
Yeah, people have driven it.
Oh, so people have driven it. Dude, they nailed the design of this thing. It has like that nice retro look to it.
Yeah.
Can I go in it?
Yes, absolutely. It's unlocked.
What's stage 2?
So stage 1 is the regular RT Daytona. Stage 2 is the Scat Pack.
Okay, so every Scat Pack is stage 2.
Yes, sir.
It's got that nice new car smell to it.
Yeah. When you start it up, inside the door jambs, all around the dashboard, there's an ambience lighting, which you can customize.
What, you change the color?
Yeah, you can change it red, green, white, blue, purple, pink.
Hey, the steering wheel is nice.
Overhead display. This has, I believe, 4 different drive modes: drift mode, drag mode, burnout mode.
So you can roast those back tires?
Yep, get them nice and warmed up.
And the exhaust is pretty sweet.
Oh, the Sonic exhaust? Yes. It's a combination of a Jaguar, a Cougar, and another animal. I forgot what it was.
Can I start it up?
Yeah, we'll get the key for you.
So the rumor has that it's piping that goes through this Fratsonic thing, but it's a speaker that funnels the it's like a speaker that goes through piping to make it sound.
House room in the back.
Yeah, it's nice. And that's the idle. It just
Also on track mode on idle. Then you got sport, where it goes a little bit lower, and then auto, which is a little silent.
that is so loud. That is loud. So then there's more storage, I'm assuming, under here. A frunk. Oh yeah, you can get some groceries in there. And now the difference between this and an RT is just tuning or something like that? Like a software difference?
It's a little bit of a software difference as well as the battery power difference.
Okay.
This one is going to get...
So this has an upgraded battery pack.
Right.
So that you get better
motor.
distance and stuff like that?
Electric motor.
Gotcha.
Less distance, stronger motor.
Less distance, stronger motor. Okay, so this is this packing much more power.
Right.
Okay. It sounds wild when you first started it up. It almost sounds like an like a surround sound. You know, you're at a home theater or something like that. So how do you rev it?
Right now it's back on auto mode. So you switch it back to sport or track mode, then you can rev it. Go ahead and give it a try. Don't be afraid to blow the motor. It doesn't blow it.
Back seats. You're a tiny one, right? You're tiny. What are we looking at? Let's see. Sit exactly right there. Is it comfortable? Back room wise?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have plenty of space?
So this is faster than the gas-powered Charger?
I think this can compete with the Demon, and it's at a less price value. Because the Demons are $130,000 fuel injected, nitrous fuel injected vehicle. This is straight electric, double electric motor vehicle, all-wheel drive, delivering power evenly to the front and back tires.
Dude, that throws you to the back of the seat.
I'll give these people an opportunity to go.
Wow, it almost sounded like it had a blow-off valve or something on there.
Cool little thing we'll show you is called the power shot. For 30 seconds, you get untamed, fully unlocked power.
I mean, that shit kicks you back pretty good, huh? Doesn't that kick you back? That's funny. I mean, the exhaust definitely makes it way cooler than when I was driving a Tesla.
We had to somehow implement a way to still feel like you're driving a muscle car. So that's why they added a double fransonic exhaust in the exterior of the car, so you can still feel like when you're driving, you have that hear of a muscle rumble.
Uh-oh. And you could put it in silence so that you don't get into any trouble. The cops can't hear you. That's it, man. Now you're stealthy. It's like stealth mode.
Yeah. It seems so much cooler.
When you're driving.
Take off the regenerative braking. It feels like there's paddle shifters in the back.
Okay.
So the left lessens the regenerative braking. The right increases the regenerative
So that's what I
braking.
felt when I put it into. Oh, I gotcha. All right. I can definitely see why people find this fun, though.
one hasn't had any issues. We spent less than a day in the shop getting PDI, which is pre-delivery inspection, and it was detailed and put on the lot.
Okay. What's the difference between drag and...
Drag is going to stiffen your steering wheel, so almost where it feels like you can't even turn left or right. It's made to go straight.
Dude, this thing is quick, man. I need to get it. It's so organized when you're gunning it. It just is like pure acceleration, no bullshit, go straight.
Yeah. You have no feedback for shifting new gears. You have no feedback for building up torque. This is straight motor power to the wheels. There's no interference in between that.
Damn, I'm like one of the biggest EV haters, and I have to say this fucking thing is fun, man. All right, that's cool. I can stop clowning around. So, what do you put it in auto when you want it everything back to like just chilling?
Day-to-day.
And now you're just like, all right, civil. Now, the modes, like drag or whatever, it adjusts the steering, it adjusts, I would imagine, some parts of the battery power and the output, right, and everything. So, obviously, if you're rolling around drag racing, which way, left?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, don't worry about it. If you're rolling around in drag or track, you're just gonna get like no miles.
You might deplete your battery halfway fast. I mean, 2 times faster than the average, full charge. So you go to custom setup. This is where you can set things as propulsion, which is the noise, the paddles if you want them on, track, on traction, suspension, and steering.
Because this thing, I mean,
yeah, this can keep up with Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys. I mean, this thing is, it can keep up with a Demon. Even it was a factory market rate of race car.
yeah, Demon's quick, man. 9 second.
Yeah, this
quarter mile.
Right. It's about the same. 9.3, 9.4.
See, to me, this like because it's all-wheel drive, it feels almost faster on the street because you're getting traction. No, you're not blowing up your tires. The little lady drove a Demon a while back, and she's like, "We're not even moving."
Wow.
Yeah, she roasted the tires. The Demon owner was shitting his pants. It was really funny. Because she had a cheap SRT, so she has all-wheel drive with a 392, and she's just used to, ripping and going.
Right. So when she was just ripping the tires in the back.
Oh, yeah, she was shredding them.
forward, she was like, what's going on?
She wasn't getting traction, and the guy was just like, ease up on the gas pedal. To get out, you hit this little button, the door pops. Boop. No handle.
You see that lever under the speaker?
Yeah.
If your battery dies for some reason and you can't get out, that's a manual way to get out the car. I'll show you.
Oh.
Full gear. I'll do it again. Full gear.
Oh, yeah. So this way you're not stuck in your damn car.
Exactly.
All right.
So that's what I think about that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought about that. That's smart. So I just got back from driving that Charger EV, and I kind of want to give you guys my honest feedback, my honest, positives and the negatives and everything, because I went into it really thinking that I was going to absolutely hate it. And I came back a little bit softer on my stance with this thing. Now, the first thing that I want to kind of address is, in no way should this be replacing a V8. I think this car would be an awesome addition being released alongside a new generation Hemi. There's just no replacing the beautiful sound of a natural V8. And even though the noise that they created in that EV when I was driving around, I thought it was cool, really cool actually. I don't think video really does the exhaust justice. That being said, it is phony. You could shut it off at any point if you don't like it, and pretty much you're cruising around in complete silence. And so that is the cheesy part that I wanted to get over. Now, the accelerations are awesome as hell. I mean, I was up to, I don't even want to tell you the speed limit on these roads, but let me tell you, I was up to 60, 70 miles an hour before I could even feel like I got into the groove of the car. And it was so organized. It was so nice because there was no wheel slip or anything along those lines. So, you know, if you're into all-wheel drive, that car is definitely, you know, right up your alley. I'm used to rear-wheel drive where there's a little bit of spin, there's some tire smoke, the ass of your car is kind of kicking out. So in that regard, I was really impressed with the overall performance of it when I stepped on the gas and the initial hit back. You know, your head would get planted right into the back of your seat, which is really fun. It kind of fell flat a little bit after really that initial hit, but I would imagine the next version out, which is, I believe, the Banshee EV, you know, that's probably going to be insane. I would never actually want to buy something like this for $80,000. That being said, if, you know, there was a person out there that really loved EVs, loved the styling of the Charger, I think it's you know, it's a really cool car. I am still a huge fan of the styling. I think they knocked the styling out of the park. I know I'm going to get shit in the, you know, the comments for that, but I like the styling. I think if they released this EV alongside a next generation Hemi, I think everybody would be happy. I think a lot of people would soften up on their stance with this new Charger styling. And then they release a four-door that's next to it, and, you know, you got yourself, you know, something for everybody out there. So, you know, guys, that's my honest feedback. I went into it thinking that I was going to absolutely hate it, and I walked away not so much a hater anymore.